Okay, this is just a short video to explain this assignment. This is a review assignment. We've learned in the past how to determine charges of ions, and the reason that we need to do that is because we need that skill to be able to figure out how to put prefix or subscripts into chemical formulas for ionic compounds. So, for example, if I have a compound made of magnesium and oxygen, I would need to know that the magnesium has a 2+ charge and the oxygen has a 2- charge. And that would mean that each would have a subscript of 1, which means they would have no subscript, right? So MgO would be the final formula. And that's why you need to know how to determine charges. And it's been my experience that this is a skill that if we don't use it once in a while, we'll lose it. So this is just kind of a review assignment. Remember that we have 3 ways to determine different charges. If the substance that we're looking for is a metal, remember that's always on the left side of the zigzag line, it will always be positive. If it's in column 1A, it will lose 1 electron and have a 1+ charge. 2A, it'll lose 2 electrons and have a 2+ charge, and so on. So we figure out the number of a metal ion if we look at the A column number. That will be the charge on it. If it's a transition element, we have to look it up on the transition table, and in your assignment I have given you a link to a transition table so that you can look that up. If it's a nonmetal, for our purposes it will always be negative, and the way that we're going to find that charge, these will always be in A columns. You will never have a nonmetal in a B column. These will always be in A columns. So the way that we're going to find that is to recognize it'll gain 4 electrons if it's in 4A, so it'll have a 4- charge. It'll gain 3 electrons because there's 3 spots left for electrons. If it's in 5A, it'll have a 3- charge, and so on. Or an easier way is just simply to subtract 8 from the A column number, and that will give you the number of the charge. If you have a polyatomic ion, I've given you a polyatomic ion table, and the way that you know that it's a polyatomic ion is if it has more than 1 element in its formula. So this would be a polyatomic ion, this would be a polyatomic ion, and so on. This would be a polyatomic ion. And so all you have to do is look up the charge in the polyatomic ion table. There's only one positive polyatomic ion. Remember, that's NH4, and so that'll be +1 when you see that. And so go ahead and complete this assignment in this way, and just once you finish it, so print this off, and then write the charges in and take a picture of that and submit that to me through Canvas. If you don't have a printer, you can do this electronically. This would be easy to do electronically because you don't have to draw anything. So go ahead and do that. Thank you. And this is the end of that video.